Hello, today I have another presentation on our virtual learning keys to success. Today's topic is organization. Let me go ahead and pull up the presentation. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about today is uncluttering your workspace. And this may involve adding some storage. Now you can see some storage ideas here. We've got these pencils. These are colored pencils, but just your pens and pencils can go in like a cup, or you can actually get pencil holders like this seen picture. You can get small little boxes that hold pens and paper clips and staples, post-it notes, anything that you need. A little bit bigger boxes might hold paper, just so that you can have enough space to work and without being distracted. Some distracting objects you might want to move away, or you may want to be away from your television, or at least have your television off. You may want to move your phone away from where you're working if you think that you'll just be tempted to look at it constantly. And you may want to close windows like social media pages that you may be tempted to look at on your laptop while you're working. When you're uncluttering your workspace, you also don't want to forget about your Chromebook or laptop or computer desktop. So that may mean removing or sorting icons and pages and folders, just so that it's not all displayed on your desktop and that you can't find anything. You also want to virtually organize things that are on your computer or on your drive. So the first step is to check your email, because that's where you're going to be getting your important information from your teachers and from your school. Once you do check that email, any emails that you have answered or replied to, you can go ahead and clear those out. If you don't need them, maybe delete them, just so they're not clogging up your inbox and that you can see new ones easy and find ones that you might need. You also can put junk emails in those junk folders, and you can just delete them if you want to, whichever you prefer, just so that you can get to the important emails that you need and you can see when you get new ones a little bit easier. A good way to organize things virtually is to use your computer or phone calendar. You can set up to receive notifications that way, and you can just maybe take a look at it daily just to make sure that you don't have anything to do. That's just to help you stay on track a little bit better. It's also a good idea to consider naming files that you save to your computer, like documents and worksheets and essays or whatever you're using, just in a way that you can find them. I like to use like an abbreviated name of the class, like I used SCI here for science, and then assignment 1, whatever the name of the assignment is. Just so that it's so if you need to pull it up, you can find it a little bit easier in your computer. And you can also create folders in Google Drive so that you can easily find things that are in your Google Drive, and I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. Go back to what we're doing. Okay, just exit out of this, and then I will pull up another tab, and so we go into our Google Drive, and to create a folder, we're just going to hit New Folder. I'm just going to put our keys to success presentations in here. Create. And see, you've got a folder right here, and you can move the documents into it. You could create these maybe for your classes, just to help you stay organized in that way. Okay, let's go back to our presentation. So our next slide is on staying on track. And we've already talked about getting a day planner or a calendar to help stay on track. And you could just write things in there under the date, and just make sure to take a look at it every day if you do plan to stay on track this way using a planner. Another thing that I like to do is set alarms to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything that I need to do for the day. You can set alarms on your phone or just notifications in another way, maybe from your calendar app. And the best way to stay on track is to make sure that you stay in constant contact with your teachers. You may have assignments missing that you don't know about. You could ask about due dates. Any of that stuff just involves staying in contact with your teachers. And when you stay in contact, you can schedule tutoring if you need it. If you're falling behind, that's a good thing to do. I know they're doing small group and individual tutoring in classrooms. You just have to schedule it. Teachers schedules for tutoring and their live classes, which I recommend that you attend always so that you don't get behind and you can ask questions. Anyway, those schedules are on your class or your grade level Google Classrooms. And lastly, it's just really important that you continue to check your email, which we just talked about, but it's also important that you're checking on your Google Classroom, seeing what your teachers are posting in there, completing the assignments that are in there. Um, if you don't, you're if you don't, you're going to have a bad grade in the class. So just make sure you keep up with that. And that's all I have for you today. It's just a short presentation today. So just be looking for tomorrow's. Thank you.